to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackled at the 20.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson going to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
26-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson brought in left side by Snead. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
It is good.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Packers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide.
And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 58 yards. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
At the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On the pickup.
On second down now, it's Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
At the 42-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Packers.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones.
Rodgers pass.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Rodgers with a handoff to
Gone an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there getting him to first. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
4-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart...
And that's caught inside the 35.
Do what we do.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 66 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Jones has it over the middle.
Rodgers.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
48 to Mike. Hey, let's get that inside. Hey, look, 48. Hey.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Now a timeout.
Complete.
7 seconds left in the first half.
A gain of 12.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Packers.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And a Packer first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's got daylight. The 20.
Woo, yeah!
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Ravens.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
They can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A 6-yard.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now Austin. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, look, 26. Go like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey,
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this one will be brought back to the 22. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
12. First down, Green Bay.
From the gun, Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second down.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
So it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the Packers' 30-yard line.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
And no good. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6. At the
From the gun, Rodgers. There he goes right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Raven.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Derek Wolfe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
16 yards.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check 48's the mic.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
54.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Go ahead,
like a transport. And I ain't ever seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit. Round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan. Dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear all in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it for and make a wish. I wish. That's all.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Gain of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down.
Malik Harrison on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Zone now. Here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Steelers 0.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Look at him move the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 6. At the 28-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll get 3 down of the 34-yard line.
Cameron Hayward.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
At the 31. A 2-yard gain.
Roethlisberger will throw.
It's 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Pittsburgh.
77.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Ravens have got it. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start quarterback coach, you say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Jackson on first down. Caught right side, it's Snead. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Ravens 21.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And his throw here's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. But now it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to him,
and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Ravens. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Number 30.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And the Steelers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Deontay Johnson, incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check out, please. Nicholas, 66, 44. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I got one. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, go, man.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll move the chains. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First down, Steelers.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
230. 58 to Mike. Don't let him. 50. Don't let him breathe.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 48. Show that bench release and go. I don't even know why this team showed up. 48.
Ben to throw again. Ebron with it over the middle.
Roethlisberger's.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
And it's caught. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Covered by the Ravens.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
That's good.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards on first down. Dobbins. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He's 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
2nd and 8.
13.
From the 31, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A 42-yard attempt.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
Roethlisberger's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
And the Steeler first down.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Pittsburgh.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8.
Roethlisberger.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Like 80. Snickers, got spin. Alert.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 7 yards to go.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.